Can you tell us about your friendship with RKK? Did it start it started
I think it started that day in 96.
96.
He has a picture of the two of us on the field in that Saturday. No one else is in the stadium. In his office that he hangs. And I still have that T-shirt, which happened to, believe it or not, be Doug Flutie's under uniform T-shirt. You guys used to wear like real, just shitty cotton T-shirts.
Yeah.
They were just miserable. But anyhow, RKK and I met in earnest there. I opened Gillette. I think I was the first concert there. And then because of Bill and allowing me to come to practice from the time Gillette was built, I slowly but surely befriended him. And then we got closer as I bought the arena team. So by 2003,
Philadelphia Soul.
and then 2008, by then I wanted to try to, save up enough nickels to make a play to get into the big boy league. And then after that, we just got closer and closer to the point where I look at him like a big brother now, or almost a father figure, because he's with me and my family, and I'm with him and his family a lot. He's here in this home a lot, and our home in Palm Beach a lot. But we love that, and I love knowing his boys, and I knew Mrs. Kraft. I knew her rather well, and so I've been very close to him for a long time. I really look up to him, and from a sports ownership viewpoint, 1-1 was what made that team. From my perspective and watching others, he didn't want to be on the field. He knew where to draw the line. He didn't want to play call. He didn't want to coach. He didn't want to be the GM. He trusted that BB was going to be that guy. And he could be that, whatever you want to call him, big brother or father to Tommy. He could be, the business voice for Bill. If you think about how many coaches ran off and wrote books after their first Super Bowl and were doing shaving cream commercials and car commercials and distracted from the team.
Yeah.
Mr. Kraft, if you think about it and look back, made sure that Bill was taken care of so that he could only rely, could focus on you guys winning another Super Bowl.
Yep.
And all of those kind of things that made 1-1 the Patriots. It really was the Patriot way.
Without a doubt. I agree with everything you just said there, the 1-1-1.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a party it takes a team to function. And, that's probably one of the greatest teams of all time when you have head coach, owner, quarterback. And that's what you need to win in this league. Now, what'd you learn from RKK as an owner when you jumped up into the owner world?
Not all 32 kings, as I refer to them, are all best friends. That'll surprise you.
Yeah, competitive.
When I was one of the owners of a business that they had called On Location, the NFL had, and I realized that, the 32 kings, they've got big egos, and it's not easy. So you have to, okay, you play to win, but you're playing that one 32nd has got to be looking out for the 32nd. You're all one, right? So that was interesting to me. But I love the way when I would walk through the hallways with him, he didn't care if you were the intern. He wanted to know your name. He cared about everybody that was, working in the venue. He knew all about that. And he talked to everybody like, you're representing my family. And he meant that.
He said that too. He would say that to you.
You're representing my family. But he meant it.
He did.
So there were so many life lessons that I learned from him. And I consider him a very worldly asset to mankind. If you think about what he's done now with the Stand Up to Hate campaign, and he was ahead of that well before October 7th. His foundation's work, giving Putin a ring and not starting a world war.
We want to make that a movie, by the
way. All his adventures, and also his stamina, his lust for life. I think, honestly, when I'm his age, I'm not going to go hang out with Jay-Z and and Meek. I mean, and be,
energy
and be curious about, hey, Meek, tell me about your world. Tell me about your music. Tell me about the incarceration. Tell me about the streets of Philadelphia. All of that kind of stuff. He's very legitimately curious, as he is about what's happening with the anti-Semitism and he being cutting edge on that. Whether it's, being the face of the NFL to make their business better for all of them. I just admire the hell out of him, and I really am thrilled to call him my friend.